Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.com.
Hi students, good morning to everyone. This video regarding chemical coordination and integration chapter. Other than endocrinal parts, normal organs in our body, normal organs situationally the necessary time, those body parts onwards they are secreting some of the hormones. Basically these are not endocrinal parts. In the chemical coordination integration chapter we want to discuss about endocrinal part, endocrinal gland. That endocrinal glands, other than that endocrinal glands, these are normal body parts. Situationally they are producing the some hormones. What are that? Kidney, heart and gastrointestinal tract. These are what is their functions you are already you know. But situationally kidney onwards one some of the essential hormones, heart and gastrointestinal tracts producing the hormones. So what are the other than endocrinal system parts are play an important role in the production of hormones? We will be discussing this video. Let me start today video session. See Nana, in introduction already I said some of the normal body parts secreting some of the hormones, even though it is not endocrinal part. It is not endocrinal parts. So what are that? Kidney, heart and gastrointestinal tract. Gastrointestinal tract means nothing but gut, especially stomach place and intestinal places. So see, in addition to the endocrinal glands which are the not functionally endocrinous and nature also secreting certain hormones. That only introduction also I said, not only this introduction. This chapter when I am start to explain, that time also Nana pituitary gland, pineal and then thymus, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, pancreatic and then gonads. These are the endocrinal part. Hypothalamus is not endocrinal part, it is a nervous system, but it is a controlling integration of the nervous system and endocrinal system. That I said. And the last of that concept I said, other than these glands, some of the generalized organs of our body to producing the some of the hormones. That concept only today we are discussing. So here in addition to the endocrinal glands which are the not functionally endocrine in the nature and also secreting certain hormones, that meaning. So these organs are not endocrinal function, not endocrine organs, even though they are producing the some certain hormones. First heading about regarding heart. Heart made up of the which muscles, Nana? Which muscles? Cardiac muscles, correct na? So cardiac muscles are having the cardiac myocytes. Now the muscle cells, which muscle cells? Cardiac muscle cells. Cardiac muscle cells we call as a myocytes. These muscle cells in the atria. Which place, Nana? Atria. Especially aortic arch. In the body fluids and circulation chapter we discussed about this. From the left ventricle onwards a big blood vessel is carrying the oxygenated blood to different body parts. That we called as a aorta, that we can say atria. These atria and atriums also. So that atriums onwards, they are containing atrial myocytes of the human heart secreting a peptide hormone of vital important one hormone, that is atrial natriuretic factor. Atrial natriuretic factor, or also called the atrial natriuretic peptide. That is the nature of their protein or peptide nature. So it is that hormone nature. That hormone is producing from the peptides. So so many number of peptide bonds are there, peptide chains are there. So that's why we consider as a peptide hormone. What is the use of these natriuretic factor or natriuretic peptide? That in short form ANF and ANP. It is decreases renal reabsorption and sodium, which is also play an important role in a hormone dilates the blood vessels and lowers that body pressure. This is the time to recall when the excretory system, nitrogenous waste material and their elimination chapter is there now. Excretory products and their elimination. On that chapter I said controlling of our kidney functions by the three different parts. Controlling the three different parts. What are the three different parts? One is juxtaglomerular apparatus. Second one is heart. Correct na? So that time that only I said by juxtaglomerular apparatus RAAS system will be promoted. Correct na? Here why I am recalling RAA system mean these ANF atrinatriuretic factor or peptide to work out their or to functions against the RAA system. So that's why we want to know about RAA system. This RAA system mean when that in the glomerulus blood filtration will be slowed down, such a time distal convoluted tube and efferent arteriole both are combined, it will form juxtaglomerular apparatus. Then that onwards R will produce. Sir, what is R, sir? Renin. Remember Nanna? That renin through the blood circulation it will goes to liver. By the renin action, liver cells will be releasing a inactive enzyme into the active enzyme, that is angiotensinogen. Correct na? That angiotensinogen converted into the angiotensinin. Then that angiotensin 1 then converted into the angiotensin 2. Totally second A indicates angiotensinin, either 1 or 2. Now that liver cells onwards producing angiotensinin will goes through the blood circulation into the adrenal cortex. That adrenal cortex stimulated by these angiotensin 2, then onwards it will start to production aldosterone. Yesterday also, yesterday means last previous video also we seen aldosterone significance. That aldosterone promotes the blood pressure. First it will do the construction, blood vessels construction. When the blood vessels are contraction, automatically lumen space of the blood vessels will be reduced, automatically blood pressure will increase. So suddenly blood pressure increase in the within the blood vessels, blood will flow very fast and heart will get more blood with forcible. Such a time what will happen? Heart may be getting lot of mechanical stress by the blood flow. So that's why blood flow want to control, and that situation here atrinatriuretic factor will be promoted. So if heart will get maximum blood flow, more blood pressure, then heart walls will stretch out. When heart walls overstretch, that time heart atrial wall is producing the natriuretic factor. That factor is slow down or lower the blood pressure. That only here I said. This hormone dilates the blood vessels. RAS system, what it is did, contraction of the blood vessels. This opposite action of that RAS. So RAS time contraction of the blood vessels. These ANF, natriuretic factor, will be promotes the dilation. That means diameter of the blood vessels will increase. When the diameter of blood vessels increase, automatically blood flow will slow down. Okay, so heart will get slowly blood. Okay, that is a thing. So a counter check of RAAS. These are heart natriuretic factor, nothing but RAAS counter check. So that's why here in short form RAAS anti RAAS. Then next one, kidney. Up to now we are discussed about how heart is producing the hormone natriuretic factor. This heart is not an endocrinal part. As like heart, kidney also normal organ, but situationally it produces the one of hormone. So here see, kidneys are producing a hormone. That hormone is erythropoietin. Very very important. These erythropoietin, which place onwards it is secreting? Here juxtaglomerular cells. Which place cells these present? Juxtaglomerular cells are present in that in kidney nephron. Millions of nephrons are there now. That nephron, Bowman's capsule, proximal convoluted tube and Henle loop distal convoluted tube is there. This distal convoluted tube contact with juxtagram, that afferent arteriole. That combination of the afferent arteriole and juxtaglomerular cells, these juxtaglomerular cells will be formed. These juxtaglomerular cells of nephron to producing these erythropoietin. Sir, what is the use of these erythropoietin? These erythropoietin stimulate that erythropoiesis. Erythropoiesis anna meaning enna? These erythropoiesis anna, erythro means word itself you know. Erythrocytes. Erythrocytes means RBC cells we call as erythropoiesis. So erythropoiesis, nothing but formation of RBC. When it will secrete theremana? When the people, some of the persons will go any high altitude places, high altitude, low oxygen condition, that we consider as a hypoxia condition. In such a time, in the body RBC cells want to increase their number. So for unconditional, when hypoxia conditional time, RBC cells want to promote, production want to promote. In such a time, these nephron cells stimulated to production of erythropoietin hormone. That erythropoietin hormone through blood circulation, it will goes to the bone marrow. Then that bone marrow onwards RBC cell production will be stimulated by these erythropoietin. That is the functional role as a endocrinal hormone production by the kidney. Up to now we discussed about heart and then kidney. Okay, heart onwards one hormone natriuretic factor. It is a counter check of RAAS system. And then kidney onwards erythropoietin to promote the erythropoiesis. Okay. Then the third part is mucosa of gastrointestinal tract. Mucosa mean it is in the gut inner layer we call as a mucosa. When a section cutting of the gut, 4 layers are there. One is a serosa, muscularis, submucosa and mucosa. In digestive system we seen, correct na? That 4 layers, last layer, inner layer we call as a mucosa. Why we call mucosa? There is a inner layer of the gut producing lot of mucus. for it is facilitating the movement of the food. So that mucus secreting layer also situationally it is producing some of the hormones. On first video of this chapter I said one word, local hormones. What is the local hormones meaning? I explained there. Some of the hormones producing in one place, their action also, their effect also shown in the same place. Their production, their function are the same place. But up to now, what we discussed that hormones not yet functionative in the same place. Their production is one place and then their efficient effect another place. For example, growth hormone paranganana, growth hormone producing from the anterior pituitary, but the action is in which place? Epiphyseal plate of the bone. So production one place and then their function is one place. But here mucosa of the gastrointestinal tract producing 5 local hormones. 5 local hormones. That local hormones also peptide hormones. In the next video time I will be say different type of hormones classification. Okay, hormone classification. That time you will be know what are the different type of hormones basing on their nature. So here we want to discuss about mucosal hormones of the gastrointestinal tract. See, already I said now how many? 5. That 5 are, see here, one is a gastrin, secretin, cholecystokinin and gastric inhibitory peptide. Along with this one more hormone also is there. See, these gastrin, secretin, cholecystokinin and gastroinhibitory peptide, I think these words you heard it in previously in the digestive system also. Correct? No? In the digestive system, how our digestion is controlling by the hormones, under controlling by the hormones. Because of, see here our hungry feeling, how we are getting, after hungry feeling, what are the enzymes are secreting in our body, those and all under controlling by the these hormones. But yes, I will be explain the detail. So first hormone, gastrin. These gastrin act on the gastric glands. Gastric gland means stomach glands. In the stomach, 3 glands are there: pyloric, fundic and cardiac. Cardiac stomach, pyloric stomach, fundic stomach, 3 regions of the stomach. So all the stomach glands we call the gastric gland. That gastric glands are stimulated by the gastrin. Then these gastrin is stimulates to that is gastric glands. By the stimulation of these gastric glands, it start to production HCl and pepsinogen. What is the use of these HCl and pepsinogen? Tell me. See here HCl, it is playing important role in the activation of pepsinogen. If HCl is not there, mean pepsinogen will not be converted into the pepsin. Here pepsin and HCl. So the arrow marks in digestive system we seen. So if pepsinogen is an inactive form, that pepsinogen want to convert it into pepsin, that is presence in the presence of the HCl. So that HCl and pepsinogen secretion by the these gastrin in the stomach. That only the chief cells are producing the these HCl, pepsin also. Okay, then next one secretin. These secretin produced by the duodenal mucosa. Duodenum is a first part of a small intestine. Correct, Olina? In the pyloric stomach, last part of the stomach open into the small intestine. In the small intestine opening place a C-shaped structure that we call as a duodenum. In this C-shaped duodenum only, last class we said, I explained about the pancreatic. That pancreas is situated in the duodenal places. So here secretin producing by the duodenal mucosa. That means duodenal internal layer, that is a nothing but mucosa layer. That mucosa onwards these secretin will be produced. What is the use? It is act as a exocrine part of the pancreatic. Yesterday pancreatic is a mixed gland, I said. That pancreatic, why it is mixed gland? It is act as a endocrinal part. and act as a exocrine part. Pancreatic exocrine part we kept one name. What is that name? Acini, pancreatic acini. Pancreatic acini onwards what enzymes will be produced? That trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, carboxypeptidases. These remembered now. So that carboxypeptidases and trypsinogen, these are all secretions from the pancreas under controlling by the secretin. So secretin producing by the duodenal mucosa, their action on the exocrinal part of the pancreas, it stimulates the secretion of water and bicarbonate. Why these water and bicarbonate secreting in the duodenum? In the stomach, what it is secreted? HCl, correct na? Now stomach, when the food is mixing with HCl, that food item in which pH? Acidic pH, because of HCl. Now that acidic pH containing food we called as a partially digested acetic acid, acidic in nature food we called as a chyme. Still it is not yet fully digested. So that partially acidic food in the stomach region onwards, it will enter the small intestine. Now that small intestine, that pH levels want to come to the neutralize. For that one, any pH level we add the water means pH of acidic nature will be reduced. And if you add the bicarbonate, automatically neutralization condition will be there. So for reduce that pH levels, acidic nature, here pancreatic is secreting the water and bicarbonate. This pancreatic secretion of water and bicarbonate by the secretin. Okay, that is a significance. Then next one, fourth one, cholecystokinin. What it is? Cholecystokinin. These cholecystokinin also as like a secretin, as like a secretor. These secretin, how it is producing the duodenum, these cholecystokinin also duodenum. In the response of presence of the fat in the chyme. Okay, very important statement they conveyed. If our food, after mastication, after swallowing, food passes through the esophagus, then it will reach the stomach. Now I ate something ghee food. Ghee means neye. That ghee is a fat. So when our food containing with the fat, now fat want to digest. Fat digestion wise, they need lipase enzyme. So on such a situation, if our food items contains the fat in the chyme means partially digested food kada. So for digestion of fat, cholecystokinin producing from the duodenum. Okay, it's causes the contraction of gallbladder contraction. See, it is cholecystokinin producing from the duodenum, then the cholecystokinin to reach the gallbladder present in the inside of the liver, then gallbladder contraction will be stimulated. From the gallbladder contraction, which one is releasing? Bile will be releasing. That bile, and along with bile, pancreatic digestive enzymes also releasing by these cholecysto. So here bile to play an important role in the emulsification of fat. It is not yet have any enzymes. Bile does not have any enzymes, but lipid digestions wise, these fats emulsification want to occurs. That fat emulsification done by the bile salts, bile sodium and potassium salts are there. These salts are playing important in sodium fat emulsification. Not only that, fat after emulsification, fat want to convert it into glycerol and fatty acids. For that one, lipase is necessary. That lipase present in the pancreatic digestive enzyme, pancreatic juice. So by the cholecystokinin, it promotes the gallbladder onwards bile releasing, and then pancreatic onwards pancreatic digestive glands releasing. Okay, and then gastric inhibitory peptide. It is very important. When we felt hungry, our food we will take the food. When the food is digestion is completed, there is no scope to digestion of, or there is no scope to feeling hungry. So total digestion completion after, no need not any enzymes. So enzyme secretion want to control. So that only here gastric inhibitory peptide, these gastric inhibitory peptide also producing from the duodenum, this one inhibit the gastric and mobility. That means gastric, when the food item is enter into the intestinal, there is no any work in the stomach. So gastric glands onwards, no need not to produce any enzymes. That's why here inhibition of gastric glands and then gastric movement, peristaltic movement of the stomach is there now, or churning movement. That churning movement inhibited by these gastric inhibitory peptide. Okay, these are the hormones secreting by the other than endocrinal glands, that glands producing hormones and controlling different body functions, the situationally, not always. For example, heart onwards, natriuretic factor, always it will not produce. When the blood pressure is increases, heart walls are stretching, that time myocytes will be releasing this one. And then kidneys, when the hypoxia condition time, need more RBC cells, that's why is kidney onwards erythropoietin will be released. That based on the erythropoiesis will control. And mucosa, when we get hungry feeling, when our situationally biological activity wise at 12 o'clock, 12:30 wise we are started to eating. So by the maintenance of the production of all sufficient enzymes in the particular time and inhibiting particular time, that and all under controlling by the mucosa of gastrointestinal tract. It is a interlink. Gastrointestinal tract is a interlink, not a individual function. One by one they are controlling. Okay, so we completed different hormones of kidney, heart, gastrointestinal tract onwards released hormones and their functions. In the next video I would like to explain about different hormones types basing on their nature. So classification of hormones we will continue in the next video. Thank you.